Okay. Before we study the new lesson, let's review a little bit. Right, look at the screen and answer several questions. What time do you get up?
I got up at 8 a.m.
What did you do right after getting up?
I brushed my teeth and washed my face and had breakfast.
So what did you have for breakfast?
Uh,
What did you have for breakfast?
I had breakfast.
I had some noodle for my breakfast. And you? What did you have for your breakfast?
I have some bread and milk.
Right. What was the weather like yesterday?
Uh, the weather was hot yesterday.
Yeah, okay. How did you go to work yesterday?
I go to work.
I went to work.
I went to work by motorbike.
Right. You rode your motorbike to work.
Yes, I
Was there anything special, strange, unusual happening yesterday? Yesterday there was nothing happen. How about you?
uh,
Right, it's usual yesterday, right? It was usual yesterday. Right, can you tell me, uh, what did you have for lunch?
uh, I have noodle
What did you
and
have for lunch?
I have noodle and water.
Right, you have some noodles and rice for lunch. And what did you do after school?
I
What did you do
I
after school?
study math.
No, after school, like you finished your school. What
Uh,
did you do then?
I I when uh, I went to the movie. I went to the cinema with my friends.
Okay, you went to the cinema with your friends. And what films did you watch with your friend?
What?
Yesterday I watched action movies.
I
How about
don't
you?
know.
What kind of films did you watch with your friends?
Uh, uh, this movie talk about family.
Oh, this type of movie talk about the movie, right? Talk about family, right?
Yes.
And what did you do yesterday? What did you do in the morning? What did you do yesterday morning? Yeah, what did you do yesterday afternoon? And what did
Uh,
you do last night?
uh, uh, Yesterday I study English morning.
Yesterday you study English in the morning.
And evening I went to school.
Mm. You went to school.
And the last and the day and the night I went to work.
Right, you went to work last night, right? You went to work last night. Yep. Right. Look at those pictures and tell me, what did she do yesterday?
Uh, she got up. Have a shower. She
She dried her hair.
she dry her hair. She uh had do it exercise.
Yes. She
Uh,
did exercise. What
she did
else?
exercise. She had breakfast. She dance. She have lunch. S- She made the cow to work.
She met her co-worker.
She
She
met
met her
her
co-worker.
co she met her co-worker. She worked. She ride her car. They she used to date.
No. You should say
She
she dated with her boyfriend. She dated with
she
her boyfriend.
she dated uh with her boyfriend.
Ừ. Rồi mình mà bỏ qua cái trình cuối cùng tiếp tục nào.
She went shopping. Um, she
Thay đồ là gì? She got dressed.
she got dressed. She
She walked her dog.
walked her dog. She had shower. She
She
read
read a book.
book.
Read,
She
read.
read. She read book. She went to bed.
She went to bed or she slept. Rồi.
She got up at
You listen and then you repeat this passenger.
She got up at 7 o'clock yesterday. She did the yoga until 7:30. Then she brushed her teeth, washed her face and had breakfast. She usually has bread and milk for breakfast. But yesterday she got up late so she didn't have time to make breakfast and went to school with an empty stomach.
Rồi. Can you help me repeat this passage?
She got up at 7 o'clock yesterday. She did the yoga until 7:30. Then she brushed her teeth, washed her face, and had breakfast. She usually has bread and milk for breakfast. But yesterday she got up late, so she didn't have time to make breakfast and went to school with an 18 tomato
Stomach.
stomach.
Right. Can you tell me what did she do yesterday morning? What did she do
Uh,
yesterday morning?
she did the yoga and she brushed her teeth and washed her face.
Mm. She had breakfast,
She had
right?
breakfast.
Next.
She went there by bike. She came back home at noon and prepared lunch herself. Then she spent 1 hour taking a nap. She had a part-time job at a restaurant in the afternoon, so she had to leave home for work before 1 p.m. She worked there from 1:30 to 5:30. On her way back home, she stopped at a supermarket to buy food for dinner.
Right. Spit out loud this passage.
When they buy bike, she came back home at noon and prepared lunch herself. Then she spent 1 hour taking a nap. She had a part-time job at a restaurant in the afternoon, so she had to leave home from work before 1 p.m. She worked there from 1:30 to 5:30. On her way back home, she stopped at the supermarket to buy food for dinner.
Right. Can you tell me, how did she go to work?
She go to work.
No. We talk about the past.
Uh,
How did she go to
she,
work?
she went to work by bike.
Where did she work? Where did she work?
She worked at a restaurant.
At restaurant, right? She worked at the restaurant. After work, what did she do then? What did she
Uh,
do after work? When she
uh,
finished her work, what did she do then?
she she uh went supermarket to buy food for dinner.
She went to a supermarket and bought some food for dinner.
She liked cooking at home cause it helped her save money. After having dinner, she surfed the net and chatted with some of her friends on Facebook for about 1 hour. Then, she had a shower and went to sleep at 10:30.
Okay. What did she do last night?
Uh,
What did she
she
do last night?
she cooking.
She
She cook. She
cooked
have
some
cooked
food.
at home.
Right, she cooked dinner. What else?
And she surfed the net and
She
chatted.
surfed the net
Surfed the net and
and
with
chatted.
chatted with some of her friends.
Mhm. And then she had a shower and went to sleep. Right, and what time did she go to bed?
She went to bed.
She went
She went to bed at 10:30.
10:30, right? She had a shower and went to bed at 10:30. Right, talk about different stages in your life. Before talk
When I was then,
right before talk about your life. You have spent several minutes to have looked this question. For example, when and where were you born? You say, I was born. I was born 1998 in Ho Chi Minh City. For example, like that. I lived with my parents when I was small. Or I lived with my parents when I was a child. Describe the house where you lived when you was small. My house was small with 3 rooms. There was a living room, kitchen, and 1 bedroom. There was a big yard at the back of my house. My parents often planted some vegetables and flower, for example, like that. When I was small, I was quite short and have dark skin. I was easygoing. I was a talkative person. I like talking all the time. I have a tons of friends, and actually, I haven't kept in touch with them. Example like that. And question 6, we should say, I study high school at Ho Chi Minh City. I study high school in Ho Chi Minh City. Describe our old school. You should say, my old school located. My old school was located at District 1. It was big, with 3 blocks. Okay, you describe a bit about your old school. And question A, you should say, did you go to university? You say, yes, I did. I spent 4 years studying at my university. Right. Right, first question. When and where were you born? Can you answer my question? When and where? When and where were you born?
And
I was born
I I was born in
2000 and
2000 and the, the
oh, okay, 2015, right? So please tell me, where were you born? 2000 mấy nè?
2006.
Alright, 2006. You should say I was born 2006. Where do you live? Where were you born? I was born in Lam Dong province,
Bomb.
right?
Yes.
Lam Dong province. Rồi mình nói nguyên câu nè. When and where were you born? You say, I was born in 2006 in Lam Dong province. Right, answer question number 1 again. When and where were you born?
I was born in 2006 in London province.
words and province. Rồi mình nhớ đọc âm S nha. Who did you live with?
I live with my parents.
Can you describe your house where you live and when you were small? Can you describe the house where you lived when you were small? How do you describe? First, you say, my house. My house was big or small?
Small.
Yes, my house was small. How many rooms were there in your house?
Three.
Yes, there were 3 rooms. And what was this room? What was the room?
Um,
What was this room?
bedroom. Bedroom and kitchen.
Bedroom, bathroom, and
Kitchen.
right, and kitchen. Right, what else? Right, we talk about the furniture in the living room. First, you have bedroom, bathroom, kitchen. Right. Let's describe things around your house. Did your house have a yard? Nhà mình có sân không?
No.
Right. Rồi mình describe nhỏ thôi ha. My house was small with 3 rooms. There was bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen. Rồi, mình nói thêm một chút ha. My mom often cooked delicious foods at the kitchen. And what rooms do you like the best? What rooms did you like the best?
Bedroom.
Right, I love bedroom. I love bedroom. Well, what did you do in your bedroom when you were small?
I slept. I was sleep in bed.
I slept. I slept in the
Right.
bed in the bedroom, right? I slept. What else?
And I study in this bedroom.
You study in the bedroom. Study. Right. Rồi mình dựa vào cái 3 ý này mình diễn tả cái ngôi nhà của mình nhé. When I was small, I lived in a small house with 3 rooms. There were bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen. I love bedroom the best because I spend most of the times studying in the bedroom. Hoặc là mình nói đơn giản hơn xíu ha. My house was small with 3 rooms. There were bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen. I love bedroom. I study in the bedroom. For example, like that. Or you can say, my mom often cook in the kitchen. My mom often cook in the kitchen. I love bedroom. And I study in the bedroom. Rồi mình nói ngắn gọn thôi ha. Okay. Could you describe the house where you lived when you were small?
My house was small and had 3 rooms. Was bathroom and kitchens, and I love bedroom. Uh, I was study.
No, I study. Cái từ
I
study là động từ rồi mình không được thêm to be. Chúng ta
I
chú ý nhé.
study and slept in the bedroom.
Yeah, I study and slept in the bedroom. What were you like when you were small? What were you like when you were small? Rồi mình sẽ nói về chiều cao này. When I was small, I short or tall? I
Um,
was short or I was tall?
I was short.
I was short. What else? Gì nữa nè?
Um,
It was short. And okay, talk about how about your face? You have round face, square face, or thin face when you were small.
I had round
Okay, round face. I was short. Round face. Right. How about characteristic? Personalities. Was you naughty? Was you naughty? Mình có biến có nghịch không? Were you naughty?
uh,
Right. Okay. Right. Rồi dựa vào cái ý ngành này hả? What were you like when you were small?
was short.
And had a
I had
round
round
face.
face.
Right. Did you have many friends?
I
Did you have
didn't.
many friends? Yes, I did. Do you still keep in touch with them? Hello, you there? Do you still keep in touch with them?
Yes, I do.
Right. Rồi mình nói thêm hả? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. We often hang out together when we were small. When we were small. After school. Right? Mình nói dài hơn xíu ha. Right, you say, yes, I did. We often hang out together when we were small after school. Or you can say, yes, I did. We often hang out together after school when we were small. We, rồi mình có thể Mình có thể liệt kê ra trò chơi hả? We play hide and seek. We play hide and seek. Play hide and seek. What else? Play cards, right? Play cards. Chess. For example, like that. Or shockers. You talk about your childhood. Because do you still keep in touch with them? You say, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I often chat, and call video. We often chat and call video together each other. We often chat. You say we often chat and call video. We make every weekend. We often we meet every weekend. Or you can say we hang out every weekend. Rồi dựa vào ý này mình nói dài hơn xíu hả? Did you have many friends? Did you have many friends?
Yes, I had. I did.
Rồi mình nói dài hơn xíu nè. Yes, I did. And what did you do after school? What did you and your friends do after school when you were small?
We with my friends and we went to eat together.
Mm.
Uh, and we often chat and phone video.
A call video, right? Did you used to fail in an exam?
And we play bad play chess and
Right.
badminton.
Play chess and play badminton, right? Yes, I did. We often play chess and badminton together, and we still keep in touch with each other. We call and chat, right? On social media like Facebook or Yellow. Did you used to spell in an exam? Did you used to spell in an exam? Mình đã từng trượt kỳ thi chưa?
Uh,
Say
well,
no, I didn't.
I did that.
No, I didn't. Right. Can you help me speak out loud? Right? You listen and then you speak out loud the passage.
I was born in a countryside in summer 1995. Therefore, my father named me Ha. It means summer in Vietnamese. I lived with my parents and my sister. My family wasn't rich, but we were really happy then. We lived in a small house near the rice fields. Every day, I walked to a primary school nearby and just waited for the afternoon so that I could play with my friends on the fields. We flied kites, played marbles, or hide and seek until late afternoon.
Right. Can you help me speak out loud the passage?
I was born in the countryside in summer 1995. Therefore, my father names me it means summer in Vietnamese. I lived with my parents and my sister. My family wasn't rich, but we were really happy, and we lived in a small house with a
Rice field. Rice
rice
field.
office. Every day I walk to the primary school nearby and just waited for the afternoon so that I could play with my friends on the field. I feel kites, play,
Fly. We fly kites. We
fly,
fly kites.
we fly kites, play marbles, or hide the seats until late afternoon.
Yes, until late afternoon, right? Answers my question. Where did he live? Where did he live when he was small?